coasting down the block, but be careful for the heart because it's posted. Some say to this day that Christmas ain't nothing but another day, but out of respect, I got it.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Sean McCall.
It's STL Roper. Merry Christmas.
And it's producer Pat behind the call, behind the mic, behind everything, fellas. How we feeling this Christmas?
Today is Christmas. We're
It's
doing
been
good.
a fun Christmas day, full of sports, of NFL football.
It's been a great Christmas for Sean McCall. Santa left him a two-leg parlay with Chiefs money line and Ravens -2.5.
Oh shit!
Looking good, looking
I got
good,
this
fellas.
New glass from Santa, aka my boss. Thank
They
you.
can't really
Eric.
read it, but it's a city glass.
City glass.
St.
St.
Louis
Louis
City.
Yeah. Yes.
And we want to start the show by giving congratulations to our great producer Pat for winning his Survivor League.
Oh
we
yeah.
won, baby. We won big time.
Let's go. We're getting a deck. Deck of the Palace.
Survivor League with over 166 entries.
Yep.
Pat wins for the second year in a row.
Second year in a row.
$3K.
Wow.
$3,000 in my pocket.
Wow.
A little over three, but still.
That's big.
If you were listening a week or two ago when we were asking you about this, you were giving your strategies absolutely brilliant. Remind our audience how you won Survivor 2 leagues in a row.
So what my strategy is I never look ahead. I'm only playing week by week. That is the goal, is to just win.
Survive.
And then you survive as long as you can.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a good call.
Great strategy. Pat wins. And then we're also going to give congratulations to me
Oh, yeah.
for winning the Sacco.
Oh,
I wish we had
tough.
it here.
Tough. I might be
Tough
winning some
scenes.
hardware as well.
Yeah, we never know.
I'm in the Shiva Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm in the Fantasy Football Championship. Let's fucking go, boys.
So you won.
Second year in a row, we're Shiva Bowl bound.
The 69ers beat Taco Corp 144
Yep.
to 142.
Took down producer Pat.
Because of a defense.
Shout out Atlanta Falcons defense putting up 26 points for
Yes,
the
sir.
69ers.
We're so back. Can you get an effect for that? Like, yeah. Let's go. We're back. 69ers. We're taking on Rafi Bombs, a roommate of ours at the Palace, the Lucas Studio House. And the Shiva
Will be in the palace.
will be here no matter what.
Shiva will be here.
Yeah.
Producer Pat has to wake up and see that every single day.
Every
for
single day. It's
Yeah.
going to be
at
great.
least the next 365 days.
Yep. Ugh. I just want to puke.
But
Ugh. So
My Sacco loss was way worse than yours, Pat. I haven't won a fantasy football matchup since October.
yeah, that's
Ooh.
pretty rough scenes. So
October. That was 2 months ago.
You know what? We flipped seasons. Remember early on, 69ers struggled. We were like 2-6.
I remember.
We've gone on this insane win streak run ever since Dem Chicken's gone downhill. It's
Someone-
unfortunate.
The mighty have to fall for someone else to ascend
Rise
the
up.
throne.
yeah.
It was unfortunate.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
But like you said, you're playing B. Graham and the Rafi Bombs this week in the Shiva Bowl.
Yes.
Did you have anyone playing today on Christmas?
No, I did not. I could have had the Fryer move, but I did not. He fumbled. Thank God I didn't play him.
So who's your tight end option now?
Okinawa of the Tennessee Titans. He's actually a decent tight end, and I know they're going to be throwing the ball. So,
All right.
Interesting.
yeah. I mean, hey, it's a
I
waiver
honestly
wire
thought
tight
Booth
end
was going to be playing today. Because
on my 69ers.
Yeah, I thought he was going to. I mean, he did still ball.
Did Bryce have anyone playing today?
How many points did he put up? I have
Uh,
no idea. I know he fumbled
oh, he did. I didn't even know he fumbled, to be honest.
and gave the game away. Fucking Chiefs, inevitable, like Thanos.
Speaking of the Chiefs have won 2 games since our last podcast, you guys.
Yep.
Since this is the Chiefs broadcast.
No,
Oh.
no.
No, he had 7.5.
Okay. All right. Read the chat also.
Okay.
There's nobody in the chat so far.
All right. No worries.
Chiefs beat the Texans last week at home at Arrowhead. And then all those same teams just flip-flopped today. So the Chiefs played the Steelers and the Ravens played the Texans. And it was
Unfortunate.
the same outcome for both teams.
Yeah. It's pretty predictable, just like last week's college football.
Very, very predictable. And if we're going to get into college football,
There's a media wars behind it. Do you know about that?
I forgot to write about that, but
The
yeah, you're
media
right.
wars.
With Kirk and Shannon Sharp.
Yes, dude. First take throws out some wild takes, dude. And they were, well, let me say this. I think there's a very good balance down the middle where, yeah, maybe Indiana sucked, but they won 10 games. There was a Herb Street take that said, we got to stop looking at the wins. Then what the fuck do we play the games for? They win. I mean, hold on.
I gotta stop you right there.
Okay, hold on. Tennessee, they were like one of the best of the 9-3 or whatever, 3-loss or whatever teams. They got blown out by Ohio State. They didn't even belong there. So I'm just saying, like, yeah, I'm SEC biased as most people come, but I mean, you gotta eat your words after that. That's why Lane Kiffin stopped tweeting during the fucking after the Tennessee and Ohio State game. Where was his tweets then? I mean, he was bringing up. Also, there was TCU that got blown out by Georgia in the national championship in 2023. So this is nothing new to college football. You can't just, oh my God, like I remember in 2017, Bama barely got in over Ohio State or something, or Ohio State got in over Bama, and it was the same thing. But in this way, like, it seems like it's definitely prisoner in the moment. Everyone's freaking out. It's a 12-team playoff. Maybe make it 8. If that's the solution, make it 8 teams. I also don't think that winning your conference should get you a bye. I think that's a bit like Boise State has a home game and like in a bye. Like, I don't know. Something needs to be fixed. It's not perfect.
Boise State doesn't have a.
Boise State got a bye.
Yeah, Boise
have
State
a
have
bye,
bye
but
and
they
home game. It's in Boise.
That's not right, dude.
They're all at neutral sites now.
No.
No.
Oh, really?
They get a home. Well,
No, I know the Final Four are at neutral
Or
sites for
okay,
sure.
then maybe they're not at home, but they still got to bye.
Yeah, they still got a bye.
But I'm just saying, like, then it's just
we need to go back.
messed up.
I agree with some of the stuff you said. Tennessee was out of place against
obviously-
Ohio State. That was the closest matchup of the day, but I think Tennessee should have played Notre Dame. I think they should have flip-flopped those. Ohio State.
that's fair.
I don't think
I
should
don't
have-
agree with.
I don't think they
how
should have
the-
gotten matched up. They did that for
They did that
geographical
Indiana,
purposes too.
Notre
They
Dame,
wanted
the
rivalries.
Battle of Indiana.
Yeah, but
Which I will say, the Indiana game, obviously they were never in it, but I will say their final result, it's not like they got blown out. They only lost by 10. So it's not like they got like massacred.
I guess
wasn't
but
like
it was all in
30
the
to
fourth
10.
quarter they came back. That was all garbage time.
That's
points that they
fair, but I'm
scored.
and I get it. They weren't really ever in the game, but I mean that's what happens. That's NFL. You saw today. The fucking Steelers rolled over. I think the Texans are rolling over as we speak. I mean, I'm
It
just saying
happens.
exactly. It's not going to be perfect every time. They matched up what they got. I mean,
But
it
let me
was
give
a tough.
you
I
some-
think they were fucked either way. Is what
Let
I'm
me give
trying
you
to
some
say.
Indiana stats, dude, and then I think you're gonna change your mind.
Okay.
So Indiana is just a fraudulent program. They've always has been. Indiana is 0-47 all time in neutral site
okay.
games versus top 5 teams.
You got to give the context. I know, but
They've never beat a top 5 team.
But they've been like we know this. Indiana has been like one of the most trash football programs
Okay,
of
that
our
was
lifetimes.
that was to give
Kurt
context. Well,
Cignetti is like a top.
okay, let me give
good
you the
coach
stat this
now.
year. You gotta listen to this one.
Okay.
You said they won 11 games. We need to look at their wins, right?
I understand
didn't
they
beat anyone,
they
bro.
beat Nebraska.
One out of their horn.
Nebraska
Stop,
at the
bro.
time was good.
Dude, no, they weren't. 1 out of their 11 wins this year were against a team with a winning record. When they beat Nebraska, Nebraska was a
They were
500
ranked.
team.
They were ranked.
They were a 500 team.
I know, but they were ranked.
They beat one team with a winning record, a team over 500.
And who did?
How can
who
you
did
justify
team
that they
beat?
deserve
Who did that team beat?
Michigan beat Ohio State?
Yeah, well, I mean that's
That was their one. That was their
that's-
one win.
I know.
okay?
I know.
Who else did they play?
Here,
Who else did they beat?
I will tell you, you do have me a little bit convinced. Like, if Mizzou had this schedule of Indiana and got a free ride in, I would be amazed at that. I would love that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
They didn't earn it.
no, I know they didn't, but I wish Mizzou was in the Big Ten in that case and had that schedule, and they would easily be in, and I wouldn't be complaining. You know, like I'd be like, oh my god, that gives Mizzou a shot. They won 10 games on their schedule, and there was way worse teams like Bama lost by fucking 20 points away at Oklahoma, who sucked. So like, there's just other things where Tennessee beat that Bama team and they got destroyed by Ohio State. And Indiana also actually pretty fought well in the Ohio State game. I mean, it's not like they got destroyed by Ohio
Dude,
State.
they got blown out in that game. They were
look
never
up
had
the score.
a chance. in
Look
that
up the
game.
score of Ohio State and Indiana. It was a very low scoring game.
Pull up the box
It was
score
like Big
and see
Ten.
how many points Ohio State was up before Indiana scored a point. Same
That's
thing
fair.
as Notre Dame. Trash time,
But
points. All the defense starters are out of the game already.
I just think it's like
They play boring
overblown.
football, dude.
Okay, Indiana and Ohio State, that game.
Yeah,
Indiana scored first, 7-0.
correct.
Okay.
And then they didn't score, and then Ohio State scored 28 points.
Right.
Dude,
and then they both scored in the fourth quarter. Indiana scored 8, Ohio State scored 10, ending the score in 38-15.
the Big Ten is not the same as the SEC, dude. These 10, 11 win teams in the Big Ten would get dog walked in
That's
the
fair.
SEC.
That's
they would
fair.
lose to Mississippi State, bro.
Okay, that's a bit too far.
Dude, they would
Mississippi
lose to
State
these
was
SEC
awful.
teams. Like,
They would
They had
lose
such
to.
a-
I would give them
Like
to
Ole Miss or fucking
Florida. I would even go to Florida.
No,
yeah,
was
Florida
bad.
could beat Indiana.
Florida could beat Indiana, especially the way they were playing at the end of the year.
I guess. It's just, well, like, it's the fact that also, like, Clemson, here's also what people aren't talking about. Clemson beat SMU. So that gave Clemson a bid, and SMU already had a bid.
Didn't deserve to be
So-
there either. Look
so
at that
that's
game
what-
against
and
Penn
that-
State.
I know, and I'm just saying that's what happened. That's why fucking Clemson shouldn't have been in there. Pat knows if SMU didn't come back on Clemson, or whatever.
Clemson won their
like-
conference championship. They earned
I know-
this right to be
I
there.
know, but I'm saying if Clemson didn't win that conference championship game, it would have been just SMU, and then Bama would have had the final spot
Yep.
You
plus
don't think
everyone
Clemson
else.
wouldn't have got in.
No, they were already
Correct,
out. They
yes.
just won their
Clemson
conference.
only got in because they won the
Then
conference.
why did SMU get in?
Because they
That
had
was their only loss of the year.
They only had 2 losses, and Alabama had 3. That is why.
So let's
they
look
got
up
in.
who SMU beat this year.
They didn't beat anybody.
well. I'm just telling you that's how the wins stacked up this year.
And that's terrible. That the college football committee needs to look at these teams.
Strength of schedule.
who are-
They need to look at
They-
strength of
they give
If
it
schedule.
as
you won 10 or
ACC.
11 games and you had only
ACC
beaten
is a
one
power
team,
conference.
okay, but how many teams did they beat with a winning record?
8-0 in their conference. They beat Florida or Miami probably.
They beat
or-
Miami.
Or I don't know if maybe they didn't play Miami.
They beat Duke by 1 point in overtime. Yeah, that was about it. I mean, they lost to BYU at the start of the year.
BYU is pretty good.
BYU was
BYU,
pretty good.
yeah,
They barely beat Nevada by a point.
but they went 8-0 in their conference. Beat
They
Stanford.
didn't play Miami. They didn't have to play Clemson until the very end.
Well, I don't know. That's how it worked, though.
They didn't play Syracuse. They didn't play Louisville. They didn't play Georgia Tech. So they didn't play the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5 top teams in their conference. They didn't play, dude. They got all their wins off these bottom feeders. Why do they deserve to be in the playoffs? They
Hey,
beat no one
hey.
good.
I
had no
totally
one good.
agree with you, Nick. They snubbed Bama.
I agree.
But it's the same argument that you're making about like when Indiana.
You're trying to say the SEC isn't the best conference in college football,
no,
bro?
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying
Then those teams
that's,
need to be in every year. That's what it. That's what it
you
is.
gotta pay. You
Or
gotta
the
pay
SEC
attention
maybe
to
should
the,
just have their own
the committee.
playoffs every year.
How the committee. I mean, but wouldn't that be kind of boring if you like put all those SEC teams that already played each other in,
It's
and
only
then they play
boring.
against
It's
each other.
only boring in the aspect that you're gonna have to watch the same teams every year, like you've seen Alabama and Georgia. It's not boring in the aspect that these are the best players that college football has to offer, and we need to watch the best players.
Also, this brings me into the point of my prediction of I gotta pull up the tweet.
Still picking Penn State to win.
Of fixing the NIL.
I'm worried about Boise State. All the shit I've talked on John T all year.
Someone tweeted, shout out RBT. He's a pretty big Twitter guy. I feel like the best thing for college football would be to implement a transfer system like they do in World Soccer. You want to buy our player after you spend the time and resources developing him? That's fine. The player deserves the right to make more money elsewhere if he wants to leave. But there needs to be a transfer fee compensation to the programs they're stealing the player from. With this, the smaller programs aren't just getting screwed over and over again every season for developing their talent, and this will give them more money to put into the program, plus more money to give to their own players. Otherwise, the schools with the biggest boosters and biggest TV money will continue to win until the end of time.
Yeah.
We like this. We all agree to this idea. It's good.
Yeah, because obviously that's what Europe adopted, and it makes sense for their young prospects who are fucking 17 or 18, 19, like the young guys. There's what's called France, the Farmers League. Those teams literally develop
players.
young players, and it's all money system. They've gotten in it so far into it's literally transactional. They're just sending those players out
They
to
sell them
other
off.
teams.
That's how they make their money, and they
and then
buy
they buy
a
new
few
academy
veteran
players
to keep
And-
the team afloat,
and they
then they spend the rest
spend
on
money on the
development.
academy. It's just a money
Yep.
economy. Is there any comments?
Yeah, Josh Henry says, "What are your thoughts on Tatum and the Celtics taking on the Chin versus the 69ers just now, or the Sixers,
The 76ers?
76ers?" And then he also says picks for the Lake Show /Dubs.
I had Jason Tatum over 25 points in that one, but it was my second leg, and
Shout out the Celtics.
the first leg was Mavericks minus 2.5,
I
which
don't know.
lost.
I don't know if you guys saw
I
over
didn't bet
the
on the
week
Celtics.
with NBA, but 76ers Drummond got ejected for
Yeah.
the biggest flop by Wembanyama, like almost like European level style.
Didn't see it.
Oh, yeah, I
there
saw
was a female ref just like ejected him right away, and it wasn't even a foul on him, honestly. But it's unfortunate.
Yep.
It was unfortunate. She did apologize and said I fucked up. So
Jason Tatum covered, so the Mavericks screwed me today.
on the Dubs played a Lake Show. I heard LeBron's checked out because of Diddy problems. So
Taking the
I'm gonna
Warriors.
go with the Dubs there. Steph Curry is still like.
Look for a big
elite.
Steph Curry game on
Any more
Christmas.
comments?
That's it.
That was
all.
just Josh.
It was just Josh. Shout
Shout
out Josh.
Love that man.
Who do you guys got? Pat just said he's taking Penn State all the way to the ship. What do you think about
I'm
Penn
still
State
taking
versus
Pickens.
Boise?
I mean, you're taking Penn State to
To
the
win, yeah, to the ship. I said
That's
it before the.
Ridiculous, but
Okay.
could. Very good.
I'm gonna take Oregon.
No, I'm asking you specifically about Boise State versus Penn State.
Oh, well, yeah, Penn State's gonna win that, but
Are
they're
they
not
going
gonna
to
go to
cover?
the ship. What's the spread?
That's what I'm checking into right now. I'm thinking it's at least a touchdown or more.
When are these games?
It would be this weekend, wouldn't it?
These
Yeah,
games?
I
No, I
mean-
think these are all because these are all bowl games now. It's like the Chick-fil-A Bowl, Peach Bowl,
That's
and
what I'm
Rose
saying.
Bowl,
They're all in neutral site.
and that's
Right,
neutral
right.
sites, but
That's
that's
fair,
all
but
the
so
New
they're
Year's
not going to be
bowls.
until after. Okay,
No, it's
yeah.
for New Year's.
New Year's Six.
Day.
That's what I'm saying. That's right. It's after New Year's.
yeah.
I'm Pat's the one that's confused. He thinks it's
So
this
guess the
weekend.
line.
I'm gonna go Penn State minus 8.5.
I'm gonna go 11.5.
It's 10.5.
10.5.
Penn State is favored by 10.5 points. Texas is favored against 13.5 points versus Arizona State.
Yeah, Texas.
Ohio State is favored minus 2.5 against Oregon. That makes 0 sense. That is
Ohio State's favored.
that is the biggest trap game of all time. It's Oregon. It's gonna be
Bro,
Oregon.
you hear that?
Dude, Oregon's dogs against Ohio State.
Oh,
Because
he's looking at.
I
He's
think-
like, what?
people must think it's the rust theory.
All right, I'm driving to Illinois right now. I'm taking the Ducks minus
Well,
like
that game.
$8.5.
If you go back to that game, it did end with a 8-second run. That
Ohio State almost beat them, but that
Yeah.
was in Ohio State, right?
no, that was at
That
Oregon.
was at
It was in
Eugene.
Eugene.
So,
I'm still taking the Ducks. 100%.
Yeah, the Ducks are rolling, dude.
I also agree. But the last game for the next round is Notre Dame versus Georgia.
Georgia.
Guess the line.
Georgia
Oh,
is-
hang on.
It's close.
Minus 3.5.
Georgia's only favored by minus 1.5 points.
Wow, that's a pick.
Georgia,
game.
Oregon. Georgia,
I
Oregon.
think Carson Beck is not playing though. Is that
That's fine.
right?
Gunner,
Yeah,
Gunner looks great.
Yeah,
Gunner
looks
looks better.
better.
I'm gonna take
take
Georgia,
Georgia?
Bulldogs and Ducks. Give me Bulldogs and Ducks.
On New Year's
I don't know
Day?
if they're in the like bracket where they would meet in the final, but
Yeah, I think so. I think
yeah,
so.
I'm taking that as the final. Unless I don't know who is Texas on the same bracket as Oregon, or is
I
it
don't
Penn
know.
State?
I'm not looking
No,
at
it
the
wouldn't
bracket.
be Penn State. Penn State might play Georgia actually in the bracket.
You guys think Texas can cover minus 13.5 against Arizona State?
That I don't know about covering. Arizona State's pretty decent.
They're hot right now. They're playing with a hot hand.
You know who their running back is who's really freaking good?
Don't know.
Cam Scattaboo.
Oh, cool
Remember the name Scattaboo. He'll be in the NFL next year. I promise you. He's been on a tear. I watched him in the Big 12 championship game. He was rolling over people.
Should we get into our next
But
topic?
I got one last
College football.
college football tidbit. That Tennessee and Ohio State game, everyone thought would be the closest matchup of last weekend. But I think it was actually Texas and Clemson was pretty back and forth till the very
yeah,
end.
I mean Clemson fought.
They did. And but that Tennessee Ohio State game, I don't know if you saw Roper when Tennessee came out for warmies without their shirts on.
Yep.
Like Tennessee's not afraid of the cold.
And
Blah,
they
blah,
were
blah, blah,
cold.
blah, blah, blah.
They were cold.
And then, dude, every one of those posts I saw, like the amount of comments they had on them on Twitter, like thousands of replies back. People were, oh, how'd that work out for you? How well that work for you? Scoreboard. So just wanted to remind Tennessee that beating Ohio State isn't for everyone in the SEC, right?
Amen. Only Mizzou does that, dude.
Cotton Bowl champions.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's all I had for college football. So we're moving into St. Louis Blues hockey. The Blues are
Yes.
1-1-1 since our last episode. 2 losses in the state of Florida and 1 dominating win against the Red Wings.
Happy Holloways. What a
Yeah.
hat trick. You
First
hear-
career hat
I
trick.
think there was one. They said one hat on the ice during that hat trick.
I'm glad he got one. That's
Hey.
nice.
There you go.
I mean, hey, you come into National Punch a Red Wings fan to face day, and you come out with 2 points. That's a win, no matter what.
Yep.
And you go into Hockey Town.
Yeah.
I mean that's not an easy task.
um.
Vladimir Tarasenko's on that team, right?
Yes, he
Oh, he is?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
What, were you about to read a comment or what?
No. I just have my own thoughts. I was a little worried about slipping after the Florida trip. I was really worried about our goaltending a little bit because Benner hasn't been playing well. But then we had the Detroit game where he just shut them out.
So
So
Benner was in that for
yes,
Detroit?
yeah, and he shut them out.
nice.
So all my worries went away after the Detroit game.
Here's my comparison.
Hmm.
The Blues are like the Cardinals, but better. You know the Cardinals season this past year? How we were always hovering around like 500, but we had no faith. I actually have faith in this Blues hockey club. You know, I mean,
No, I have
I
faith.
definitely-
we went through like a gauntlet of good teams, like the Rangers. Oh well, I guess the Rangers suck now, but I'm just saying, like we shut them down. We shut down the Red Wings.
Devils,
Obviously,
Lightning.
we
Panthers.
fought in the Panthers game. I'm a little
Yeah, did we come
frustrated
away
with
with the
Shen.
point in
Yeah,
that
we
That was an
lost
overtime
overtime.
loss.
Yeah.
I'm frustrated with Shen taking a dumb penalty
Yeah.
in overtime, and there was only like 43 seconds left or something. 'Cause we were looking decent at overtime. We were like hovering the puck
Yeah,
and looking good. And it's just we were definitely like guys were on the ice for too long. I know Shetton was on the ice and he was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
But he tripped him, lost that game. But hey, to respond with a hat trick by Dylan Holloway
Yeah.
in Detroit, like
And a
and
shutout
just
by
shut
Benno.
up. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's huge confidence. You might as well win that game. If you're gonna win one on the road, might as well win the last heading into the holiday break.
Yep.
Have somewhat of momentum, and we go into Friday night Central Division matchup with the Nashville Predators.
Yep. And then we got the Winter Classic after that.
Correct. Shout out NHL on TNT or whatever that's doing the road to the Winter Classic. Besides the Blackhawks parts, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that. I haven't watched any of it. Have you guys seen that?
No,
I've watched
not.
at least
I
like
didn't
an
even hear
episode.
about it.
I've at least watched an episode. What I really frustrated about was like it's on HBO to watch, but they like only show like the one episode that recently aired. Like there's no way to go back to watch recent like
Oh.
the
But where do
first
you
few episodes.
watch it
I don't
on?
know. I gotta find out. Hopefully someone leaves a comment or
Let us know. What
Let
do
us
we
know.
watch?
yep. So
But yeah, I had that written down as well. Winter Classic coming up next week. The Blues, in case you guys forgot, are undefeated in outdoor games in franchise history. Thank you very much. So we're hammering
Sir.
Blues against
Yes,
the
sir.
Blackhawks.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, might as well.
And the World Junior Championships start tomorrow in
Oh
Ottawa.
yeah, you are so into those.
The Blues have a franchise record 9 prospects competing, the most out of any team in the league this year.
Yep.
And I wrote all their names down. Dalbar Dvorsky, Adam Juracek, Adam Cheko, Andrzej Kosh, Theo Lindstein, Yuri Pekarchek, Colin Ralph, Jacob Stansel, and Otto Stenberg.
Nice.
Remember the days of having Team Canada players, you guys?
I mean,
Gone. Gone are those days. Alexander Steen is in the development department. They're drafting all European guys.
hey, not
One,
bad, not
two,
bad.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. 8 out of the 9 prospects are all European. Blues have one player on Team USA
Colin
named
Ralph.
Colin Ralph, and I'm not too familiar on him.
And that starts tomorrow.
Jimmy's not
you said?
playing. Or
Jimmy
can he-
Snuggerud is maxed out, as well as Bolduc as well.
Oh.
Kyle Helm says, "Why is Man City so down so bad? Why is it so funny?"
Well, we need to ship Kyle Walker to Saudi.
Do they have a game coming up on Boxing Day tomorrow?
We played 6:30 a.m. against Pat's rival Toffees.
Oh, Everton.
Toffee's fucked.
Yeah, Pat still his Liverpool still has to make up a game against them. They got a game canceled
Because of wind.
because of the wind.
Yeah.
It was a bit windy in Liverpool
Yep.
They
for the
canceled the game.
Merseyside
They
derby. Yeah, too much wind.
Interesting.
But yeah, it's I don't know if you saw Salah
Yeah.
today. What did he post?
I did not see it. What did he post?
So for the last 3 years, he's posted a picture on Christmas with his family at
Yeah,
like
seen
dinner
those.
and stuff. This year, he posted a picture of him at the gym.
Why?
He's
He's
bulking up.
He's ready for the fucking title. Dude.
He wants the title.
I told Pat I put a parlay with some of my extra Christmas money I had for Chiefs Super Bowl, Blues to make the playoffs, and Liverpool to win Champions League. So you better
Wow.
stay dialed in for.
I hope 2 out of those 3
I haven't placed it yet, but I wanted to place a $10 parlay on the Palace gang bet, and that's Milwaukee Bucks to win the NBA championship with the Blues to win the championship. $10 to win $21K.
Wow.
That'd be awesome.
Gonna make the playoffs first for that.
Yeah, we got to make the playoffs.
Might as well. I
Dude,
should
take
just
Blues make
add.
the
I should add
playoffs.
the Chiefs in there.
Blues make the playoffs is plus
Yeah.
750.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess
That's
just
good
add the
enough.
Blues. I didn't see that it was still that big for us to make the playoffs. Might as well.
Well, I was looking at NHL standings, thinking about that, and Blues, we got some work to do. because we have the Utah Hockey Club and the Stars in front of us in the standings. We're 4 points behind the Stars, 2 games. And then in the Pacific Division, we are behind the Canucks and the Flames. So there's 4 teams ahead of us that we need to catch. I don't think that's impossible.
No, it's not.
No.
And he was saying earlier the Blues played a lot of good teams lately, and the teams we have coming up are dog shit. We play Columbus. We play Chicago a few
We
times.
play Anaheim.
We play Buffalo. We play Nashville, Anaheim. These are all teams below 500. The only thing it does kind of scare me because the Blues have been known to play down to their opponent's strength,
Yes.
playing shittier against the shitty teams. So, got to avoid that. But Blues have a great opportunity to gain some points in the standings and hopefully jump to these teams.
Yep. What's our next topic? When we get into it.
After Blues, I had one more football thing I wanted to mention about the Battlehawks.
Oh, don't we have 3 quarterbacks now?
Former TCU legend Max Duggan is coming to the Battlehawks. What is that? The Horned Frogs? I go like
Yeah.
this, right?
Yeah, the 3.
I do 3.
Yeah, Horned Frogs. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey, I don't know if have you bought the season tickets yet?
I got them.
Oh, you already did?
I just
yeah.
renewed them from last year. It's the same seats.
Okay. 2 of them.
Yeah, they tried charging me. They're like, "Oh, there's an extra home game this year." So I was like, "Sick."
Pat, I think we should do that.
What?
You and I. Or if Bryce wants to do it. I don't know if Bryce would be
Buy
interested.
season
in PFL.
tickets. It's only $100 for one seat
I might.
for 5 of the games. There's gonna be 6 home games this year now.
Okay. Comment says, ask Kyle about his toe.
Oh. Yeah, it's cow's toe is not what good.
Oh, no.
What who said that?
ZTB
Oh,
1427.
that's Zach Brandel. Shout out Zach. What are the comments wanted us to discuss? Ask that.
I don't got anything right
I
now.
don't got anything. All right, moving on to baseball. The former National League MVP, former first baseman of the St. Louis Cardinals, Paul Goldschmidt, signed with the New York Yankees. How do we feel about that?
I mean,
Whatever.
Nolan Arenado might be going there, but we denied that trade to them.
That's
so
what I wrote down.
They denied it to the Yankees, too, or the Astros?
The Yankees, both.
Yankees.
Both.
Well, no.
The
Nado
Astros denied the Astros trade. We were about
No,
to
no.
send him to the Astros, but Nado
Denied
declined
that.
that.
Correct. He flexed his no trade clause. The trade from the Yankees to the Cardinals, I heard the Cardinals denied.
Yes.
Front
correct.
office.
Oh.
We turned it down.
Trader was telling me something. It was about Marcus Stroman.
Marcus Stroman would have been the deal, and then we would have retained I don't know how much salary.
I kind of like Marcus Stroman.
I mean, it's a bit overrated. I think we can get better. I think we can get better than that.
We probably
If
could.
they're offering Marcus Stroman, there's probably other teams. I want to send him to the Red Sox. Red Sox have plethora of young guys in their system. Let me take them.
Let's take him.
Let's take them.
I agree. I want some prospects. I want some guys who are in AAA right now. Maybe they're playing AA, ready to play AAA this year. Guys who are 2 or 3 years away, because that's the only way we're gonna get studs.
I mean, yeah. I mean, then they're worth something one day, and we keep them here, and then we win.
I know. I'm excited. I got some warm weather items for Christmas today, some camping stuff, and I'm already thinking of warmer weather, thinking of baseball.
I'm thinking of golf, dude. Golf. I'm so excited for golf to return. We got DK golf returning literally next week. Oh, we're so back.
In winter, they got golf going.
Yeah, it's the start of the season, dude.
Yeah,
They
we're back.
start in Hawaii,
Uh,
and then they head to the West Coast. Shit.
I had on TV last week on NBC some tournament with Tiger Woods and his son.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
PNC. They
Charlie-
start the year with the PNC Championship, where they have professional golfers play with either family members or friends.
But
They're
it's like one
amateurs.
older person and one younger person.
One
Oh.
person that's in tour and one person that is
like an amateur
Amateur.
amateur or yeah,
or a family member.
or a family member.
Charlie Woods.
And they play a scramble.
Hole-in-one.
All right, let's get into Twitters for here. I got some good stuff on Twitter that I want to discuss.
Go for it.
Roper, I think you'd like this one. I don't know if you've seen this meme yet.
Oh, it was
The-
so dumb.
The
I
real
fu-
versus ST.
the Cardinals
real
live.
versus fake.
fucking put St. Louis City in the real.
All right, let's
What
give
the
some.
fuck?
Let me give some context here. So there's this meme that someone started, and I think it was with
LA.
LA teams, and
Yeah,
it's
the
the real
LA.
LA fans and the fake LA fans. So the real LA fans root for the Dodgers, Rams, Lakers, Kings, and Galaxy. The fake LA fans root for the Angels, Chargers, Clippers, Ducks, and LA Football Club,
LAFC.
LAFC. So that's how they're trying to just draw lines arbitrationally. They're just making shit up. And so someone made a real STL versus fake STL fans. Real STL fans are fans of the Cardinals, Blues, Battlehawks, Tigers, expired license plates, and what I assume like muggings or like robberies.
Yep. Yeah.
And the
but-
fake STL fans root for the Chiefs, the Vikings fan club at Cybergs.
Can't
And-
let Bryce.
but then he put STL City on there,
What?
which I
Yeah.
agree. I think that's an overreach.
He's
also-
doing that for engagement baiting.
I also kind of think he's got a somewhat of a point there.
Where?
The
Where?
fake
What
S-
are you-
Because hold on, think about the type of fans who are just City fans. Don't give two rats' asses about the Cardinals, the Battlehawks, or the Blues. You know what I'm saying?
That's
no,
still
that's no.
dumb.
They still give a fuck.
No, there's a very select those people who hang out around the Shafleys, who are in the supporter section, who try saving seats in the supporter section. They don't give two shits about hockey, and they could definitely care less about baseball. Those people, I guarantee, if you ask them, they would say they hate baseball actually, or say something about how baseball is slow or boring to watch.
Okay, I think you're turning this into like soccer guy though, but this is
You don't agree with that?
No, this is STL City is like a St. Louis team. Like they're
I agree with that.
confirmed
hold on,
real
you're missing
fans.
you're missing
I know,
my point,
no, I'm
dude.
saying I see what you're saying. Where there's like the soccer guys out there that only care about St. Louis City and no
yes,
one else.
that's what I'm
I
getting
get
at.
that, but
Those are
that's
fake-
not a
those are
majority.
fake
That is
STL
not a
fans.
majority. That's a minority.
Okay, but agree.
I would probably here's my point. There's Battlehawks fans that come in from like Jeffco who are like Pat's boss, like Travis.
Yeah.
They don't care about St. Louis City. They don't
Yeah.
care. Some of them don't even care about baseball or hockey.
So let's pick a side here. Who is the more real STL fan? Is it the soccer fan who only cares about City, or is it the fan from St. Charles who's coming down to tailgate and drink a 30-pack of Busch Light and only go to the Battlehawks game?
It's definitely St. Louis City. Because St. Louis City is literally like you go to a Tower Grove farmers market, and what are you gonna see? You're gonna see more City fans, or are you gonna see more Battlehawks fans?
No, I agree with you. Just
Yeah,
City fans.
so that's what I'm just saying. Like real STL, like the argument, the Battlehawks don't even fucking practice in St. Louis. They practice in fucking
Oh.
Texas.
Yeah.
Good one. That's a
so
good one. That's
they
good.
only, but which is fine. I'm not dissing Battlehawks or whatever, but I'm just saying if you're gonna pick one or the other, I'm picking the one that is training in St. Louis. The players live here in St. Louis, and they fucking spend their time here and like play here.
Yeah.
I agree with
and
that statement a lot.
so-
Actually, I think you switched my mind a little bit on that one.
So that's just what I'm saying. I mean, I get it. There's those soccer fans, but I'm also pointing out the fact that there's those football fans that are in fucking
You
I don't
say
know.
there's Blues fans like that.
I mean, yeah, but that's real
Those are
STL.
real
They've
STL
been
fans,
they've
they're
been
real.
here since
Yeah.
like '67. So
Or what about the
I mean, I
Only-
get it. It's like it's new club, like new team, like oh, you're bandwagoning to St. Louis City or whatever. But that's like real STL to me, especially it being like city, like STL City, and like
and also City plays in the
locale.
top league for soccer in the
Yeah.
MLS, and Battlehawks. I mean, we love them. I love going to Battlehawks games. It's just not the NFL.
Yeah.
It's different. So
So I mean, I just think it's engagement farming.
exactly, the whole argument of real versus fake fans is just gonna get people debating whatever,
Riled up.
regardless,
Yeah.
riled up.
Yeah.
Agreed. It is just to engage, but
Here
That-
we are.
that Vikings fan club at Cybergs. That's good. And then also on Twitter, there was a video on some Bleacher Report NHL account of the Devils and Rangers game this last week.
Oh yeah.
And it was a video on the Jumbotron, and it was a video showing Rangers fans cheering in their watch party in 2019
for
when
Capo Kopko.
no, when the Devils selected Jack Hughes first,
Oh,
meaning
right.
that they would get Capo.
Yeah.
So that's what they were cheering for.
Yeah.
But if in case you guys forgot, Capo Caco just got traded to the Kraken last week for a bag of pucks and a broken dryer machine.
Because he even like was stating he hated
That's
it
pretty
there or whatever,
funny.
saying stuff
Yeah,
about,
and so they trolled him, and then they put Jack Hughes stats in 22 games versus the Rangers. Jack Hughes has 25 career points. How about that?
yeah, that's. I mean, also the I don't know if you heard even more in depth about this situation. The Rangers like social media team is in trouble because supposedly like the admin was like seen going on like a public. It was like some girl, and she was traveling with a team and like went on a public date with one of the Rangers players or someone or personnel, and they posted about it. So they're like, "Oh, we have zero media like tolerancy for this," so they've been fired and like. The media team for the you can like look up the Rangers like Twitter like has like no social media right now.
Wait, who got
And-
fired?
Like the Rangers social media squad.
Because she went on a date with who? A player?
Yeah, or something like that. And they're not allowed to like interact like that. Like having like
Why not?
I'm just telling you that's what happened, but then
They're afraid of love.
what Nick is talking about with the Jersey Devils, they also did it on Twitter tweets, and they like tweeted like dumpster fire like going down a river like flooded
Mm-hmm.
that GIF, and it was like Photoshop put like the New York Rangers logo on the dumpster
Yeah, I
and
remember
like
seeing that.
and yeah, so like not even the Rangers could even like respond to
Can't
that.
come, you don't come back from that. You don't come back from dumpster fires.
No. So it's a tough situation for the New York Rangers. They are down low. And then we got Pavel Buchnevich, who obviously scored against them
Yep.
when they came here. So that was a good thing.
Pat, New York teams in general just have weird rules. Like, look at the Yankees.
Yeah.
Yankees are making Devin
The media is
Williams.
different. Yep.
Devin Williams,
Shell-
St.
shave.
Louis native, Milwaukee Brewers
He hadn't,
former
like, shaved
closer,
in, like, hella years.
hadn't shaved in 5 years.
Yep.
Nice beard. Got to go. Sorry, it's the Yankee way.
Ugh.
New York media, dude, they're different. It's like Toronto with like Toronto Maple Leafs.
They're different.
They really are. It's a whole nother world.
Speaking of, what was I gonna say about? Never mind. It's whatever.
Any other Twitter things? That's all I had written.
Nah, not really.
I don't got
Just,
any Twitter.
KC Sporting KC's kit, their home kit got leaked.
Is
And
it
like-
bad?
Yeah, it's the same exact design as like the last like 3 years. It's like the hoops where it's like a line. And it's like basic, and people have been trolling them. Was like, imagine spending like $100 on this. You know, like the good AI GIF where it's like the kid opening a Christmas gift
Yeah,
and like
crying.
yeah, it's like he's opening
With
the
that.
KC's
Yeah, I
kit.
wonder what city's gonna come out with.
So this is the rumors.
Okay.
They've been tweeting like hidden like clues and hinting at River Blue being in the.
Ooh.
in the
There's
home
blue
kit.
in the kit.
I think they're honoring. Here's my prediction: the 1950 World Cup winners. There was six St. Louisans that was
All
on the
from the
team
Hill.
that beat England. The only U.S. team to beat England in the World Cup.
Yeah.
They wore a USA kit with a sash,
Okay.
a diagonal sash.
Yeah.
So people are wondering if it's gonna be like city red with a blue diagonal sash going down, or river blue and then a red sash, like city red.
They're gonna make
sash.
it kind of look like that USA jersey.
The honor. It's the 75th anniversary this year in
I
2025.
did see that. That'd be really
oh,
cool.
that'd be cool.
So
Last two Twitter things I had was that the Chick-fil-A Bowl, Beach Bowl in Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Georgia has banned Bevo the Longhorn from attending.
No.
So no Bevo at the game
That's
on the
BS.
sidelines. And then I retweeted this video and it said, "This is the hardest sports edit I've ever watched." And look who it is.
Oh, Pete Weber.
Pete Weber.
St. Louisan.
Oh,
Legend.
speaking of Pete Weber.
Oh,
Perfect.
yeah. Amazing. Yeah, shout out Pete Weber, a legend.
Yep, and
From
that's
Saint Anne.
all I had on Twitter. You guys want to get an OTROT?
OTROT.
You guys got anything good?
Yes.
What'd you get for
yeah.
Christmas? Best Christmas present.
Probably this necklace I'm wearing makes me more Italian.
Oh, what it is? Just a cross?
Just a cross
That's cool.
makes me more Italian.
You got a new Blues hoodie on?
I do got a new Blues hoodie on. You got
Oh.
this St. Louis City.
Oh, you got that glass we said?
I also got the new Blues jersey, which is pretty.
Winter
slick.
Classic.
The Winter Classic
Oh,
with
there
the
you go.
patch.
Looks sharp, dude. It looks sharp.
Not much. Just like new clothes, new wallet, and
Nice.
some
I
other
got
stuff.
this new hat from my shout out Joey. My brother gave me this hat. I always see this guy selling his stuff. He's local at Tower Grove Farmers Market all the time in the summer,
Yeah.
and I never got one of his hats or shirts.
Oh, nice.
I got one for Christmas, so thanks, Joey.
It's,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
pretty slick, dude. It's pretty
Yeah,
slick.
it's really nice.
That's good.
And this last weekend though, I saw one very good movie. I know Roper has seen because he mentioned it once on here before. And I saw one terrible movie that I will give you an absolute rant on in 1 second.
Okay.
But the good movie we'll start with that you mentioned is Carry On
Oh,
with
yeah.
Jason Bateman.
Okay.
So good, you guys. It is like Die Hard. It's the Die Hard of 2024.
Yeah.
It's so awesome. It's
Right.
an action movie. They don't tell you it's a Christmas movie till you're watching it. It takes place during Christmas, so
Right.
it's not too Christmassy, but I would count it as a Christmas movie because it was released around the holidays.
Yep.
But the acting on the main character was, I don't even know who that guy was.
He's the guy from the Kingsman.
If you ever watch the Kingsman movies, it's like another
Oh,
action.
Yeah.
he's the younger guy in the
Yeah,
Kingsman. Yeah.
yes.
He was okay. I feel like they probably could have casted that role, the lead role, a little
Tyler
better.
says he's about to watch Carry On.
It's so good.
Who?
Tyler.
Just the
Roper?
Yeah, your brother.
Oh.
the plot twist
Hell yeah.
and just like the way they
It's a good
kind of
one.
like unravel the plot and you learn the characters and like he switches the packages up and just
Yeah.
like so freaking good.
Shout out Tyler. That dude finally, after 10 years, decade, watched Interstellar. Because the
Wow.
10-year decade, it
Nice.
just became the IMAX. And that's a question I have for Shaw. Have
Mm.
you seen Interstellar?
I've seen Interstellar once, but it was definitely over. When did it come out?
2014.
It was definitely like 10 years. I probably saw it when it came out, so I don't remember it too much. I know it was some trippy space thing, and it was with McConaughey
McConaughey.
or
Yeah.
Matt
Yeah,
Damon. McConaughey. All I remember is like the last scene where he's like looking at himself or his younger self or his son like through like the black hole or through the portal, and he's
yeah.
like banging and like
Yeah.
something falls off.
Murph.
It's-
Murph.
It's
It's his
the
daughter
it's
in the
the-
bookcase.
It's the fifth dimension.
The fifth
That's
dimension.
Christopher
in,
Nolan, isn't it?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
You guys
That's his
hear the
coming out.
rumor about his next movie he's
Oh,
filming?
the
Supposed to be
Odyssey.
The Odyssey.
Oh,
Matt
Pat hasn't even
Damon.
heard about this, have you?
Well, let me tell you. Matt Damon is Odysseus.
And-
Tom Holland is Telemachus. Zendaya is Athena, one of the goddesses. Robert Pattinson is Poseidon. And Anne
Hathaway.
Hathaway is his wife, Penelope.
And like, there's Lupita Nyong'o, who's like from Black Panther. There's a stellar cast.
be- yeah.
Wow.
He's shooting all of it in IMAX. Like, gonna be on the waters, through
In
the
the
like
oceans.
Oh,
Mediterranean,
that's gonna be so
ancient
good.
Greece.
Yeah, that'll be a
When
great
is that
movie.
set to come out? Next
Like
year?
2025 or 2026. I mean, summer 2026.
Uh,
Also, Superman trailer came out. James Gunn, St. Louisan, directing Superman, the newest Superman.
Oh.
should be good.
Do you know about this about James Gunn, who he's actually married to for most of her career on
No.
The Office? Another St. Louisan, Jenna Fisher. They were married for a decade. Like James Gunn and Jenna Fisher.
Not
and women.
anymore?
They got divorced like back in like 2010 or something. but-
Tyler has some comments. He says, "Do not go gentle in that good night."
Yep,
And
yep.
then
shout out.
amazing cast. Just sucks we have to wait for so long for it. Won't take me 10 years to see this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. So, I don't know if he hasn't seen any Christopher Nolan movie, but you better watch them.
And
They're
then
all masterpieces.
let me get back-
Tenet, watch Tenet.
the one awful movie I saw this last weekend, we'll tell you guys to avoid, is called Homestead. You seen ads for it?
No. This is like a horse movie?
No, it was an apocalyptic movie. So a nuclear bomb goes off in the beginning, and the beginning was good. So the beginning movie started good. It was a good plot idea. Like a bomb goes off, and all these people, these Marines, take their families to Denver. And this one guy in the mountains has like a compound. He's been prepping and planting and has all these things, and he needs these Marines to come enforce security.
Oh.
So they get there and lock down the gates. Then the movie's like, you think about people like trying to break in there. Well, the plot kind of stalls. It starts getting slow. The character development, you don't really know what's going on. I'll kind of spoil a little bit. One guy dies. They focus way too much on this one guy who got shot. And then it just gets so slow. And then the movie ends. And then it says at the very end, it goes, the end. But this is just the beginning. And then it shows you previews for all the same characters for scenes that you didn't see during the movie. And then another character comes on and goes, you just watched episode 1 of Homestead. Go online to watch the next episode. And so I was so fucking mad. They duped me. I thought I was watching a movie. I thought I was going to see a story where I would learn the characters, their backstory. They resolved something
That's
and came to a
terrible.
conclusion where they solved some kind of problem.
What's this
No. It was stupid.
What's this on?
It was a movie. So I looked into it. It's not even on a streaming service.
How'd you watch
You
it?
have to just watch it like on their own website or like some
jeez.
weird like.
Oh,
How did
guess
you
I
even
know.
find this?
So I was with my girlfriend's family. We were celebrating her family Christmas and from a little
KC.
town called Clinton, Missouri.
Oh, yeah. That's
which is
outside
actually an
KC.
hour south of Kansas City.
Right.
And her dad and all the guys were going to see a movie. So they invited me, and I was like, yeah, I'll come. And that's the movie they selected. So
Oh,
it
jeez.
started good, and it sounded good. And even just like, it was more bizarre, and at the end, so like the
Same
takeaway
end.
of the movie was kind of like, help your neighbor, be nice. The wife let in all the people who were waiting outside the gate because they didn't think they had enough food for everyone. But the people they let in actually had good ideas to where they expanded their greenhouse. And one of the guys they let in was an electrician, so they had better solar. And so the takeaway of the movie was that when the end of times comes, you should actually just help your neighbor and be a nice person and share everything what you have, which I guess is a good message, and on the surface is a good message.
But just
But, like,
terrible execution.
It was terrible. Like the only person who was murdered wasn't murdered, and they tried convincing you, and they showed the guy was so remorseful and was so sorry for killing this guy. The guy who got shot was a hunter who went past a marked sign that said, "Don't come on my property," and he was aiming a scoped rifle at them. So, like, that's not murder. That's actually just not.
Self-defense.
And
Kyle Helm says Dune movies suck. Actually, Kyle, I watched Dune Part 2. Wasn't bad.
There you go. Sorry for my long rant on that one. Do not watch Homestead. Do not give him any of your money. And then at the end, they even wanted you to donate.
Oh my god.
They wanted you to donate, and it didn't even go to charity. You were donating so other less fortunate people could see that movie for free. So, like, what the fuck? That had my blood boiling at the end. It was
I'm guessing.
Hollywood bullshit.
I'm guessing Nick hasn't seen Dune.
I have not seen Dune.
Oh.
That's
Is it good?
tough. It's a tough watch.
One or two.
The one is a tough watch.
Well, yeah, I'll give you that. It's very political, part one. But part two is like very aesthetically pleasing. A lot of action.
Yeah. I'll give you.
Dune
Worth
is
it.
just too.
It's worth watching. The
It's,
second one.
it's worth watching the second.
Too sci-fi for me.
Yeah. It's
Very, very.
It is
sci-fi.
very. It is very like sci-fi.
Because like what the whole point of it is that like say us living on Earth with AI. This was written in the 60s. There was a warning about AI that in this distant future, the humans on Earth have a battle with the thinking machines, the AI, Omnimus, or whatever. It's like Skynet if you watch Terminator. They have like a huge fight, and then they have to leave Earth because of the war, and they go, colonize other planets and throughout the universe and start up the human race on different planets. And each planet, it's kind of like Game of Thrones, where it's like way in the future where each planet has their own house.
Yeah.
So like billions of people live on House Harkonnen, the Gideus Prime, that's their planet. The the Atreides family is from Caladan. They have their own planet. The Emperor lives on Carino, lives on Second Selkius. All the names get mumbled jumbled, but it's awesome when you think about it. It's what started Star Wars. Star Wars derived. George Lucas got his ideas from Dune.
Interesting.
So it's like the original sci-fi.
Interesting.
And
it's
Timothy Chalamet is great. I don't know if you guys have seen his press tour for the Bob Dylan movie. That guy is. I'm almost willing to
excited
see Bob
that.
Dylan
I kind of wanted
just
to
because
see
of
that.
his press tour. It's been awesome.
I'm not giving another dime to the movie theaters. I'll wait for it to.
I got a free gift card, so
There you go. We're at AMC or Warenberg or Marcus.
Marcus.
R.I.P. Warenberg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good movie discussion right there.
We are hitting just about an hour. So.
All right, we got one
Oh.
last thing Bryce wanted us to mention for his OTROT. He said buy lottery tickets.
Oh yes.
It's over $1 billion, and that's
Check
the
Friday.
Mega Millions, or I don't even.
Either
I
one.
don't play the
Powerball, Mega Millions.
Powerball.
And then
Powerball
I
is
wanted
it.
to mention about Pat had a tough time at Family Clue yesterday. Pat was not happy with the
rules.
rules.
The Roper rules suck. Let's just say that.
Roper household rules. Pat was
House-
not a fan of.
House always wins, Pat.
I know.
Yeah. Pat did not win. He also when he got the card for our third game in a row, Pat's like, "Oh, I've gotten this card for every round." So we process eliminated. He had the lounge card because he had shown that to all of us in the past 2 games. So
Too much info.
I got it the third game, or the fourth game too.
yeah. We need to get Clue. We need to get Clue. That's a good game. Just to
I
play
got a
real quick for all.
Mancala for Christmas, and my mom.
Ooh.
I opened it up, and she tried telling me. She goes, "Yeah, it's some dice game, and you download some app to learn the games." And I open, I go, "This is Mancala, Mom. It's got the little marbles."
Yeah.
And she didn't know what it was, but I was excited. I was like, "I love this game."
Yeah.
Played it on
Been
Club
getting
Penguin
into
a lot.
chess lately.
Chess?
Yeah.
You know Mo Salah's a big chess player.
Oh, nice.
Challenge him
He's
on.
a
it.
I don't know how to play chess. I'm
You don't
very-
even
It's
know?
tough.
I don't
Yeah.
understand. I don't know what pieces move.
I
but
know
could not tell you
what the
anything.
pieces are and what they do, but I don't know the strats. I know pawns.
Like,
so you gotta,
Yeah.
I
See,
couldn't
I
even
know
tell you.
I know openings and
There you go.
right, but,
yeah,
but
like
it's also end game where you gotta fucking checkmate someone. They can survive.
Dude, that's a good idea. Keep playing chess. Keep looking into that because I
Builds
don't
your
know
IQ.
if you remember or not, but St. Louis is the chess capital of America.
Yeah,
they have
got
their
the
own
chess Hall of Fame.
Museum.
Yeah,
here.
they have their
Central
own.
West End.
I
That
played
could be a
them
Lucas
at,
idea.
t-
we should go to the Chess Hall of Fame sometime. Report live.
I love me some chess.
Cooperate.
That would be kind of
Where
cool.
is that?
That's in Central West End. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good area. We should do a Lucas live there and challenge people to chess. That'd be fun.
I'm down.
We definitely need to practice.
We also
first if we
missed
did
on
that.
the Lucas carols. We were gonna carol around, but we never got to that. But it's okay. Next year,
We want to end in carol. You guys want to sing a carol?
might as well. The best way to spread Christmas cheer is to
By
sing
singing
loud for all to hear.
hear.
Give us a beat, Pat. Give us a Christmas. Oh,
I don't know this
not
one.
that one. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer
Had
had a very shiny nose.
Like a light bulb.
And
If you ever saw it,
Saw it
you would even say it glows.
like a light bulb.
There's
All
Yeah.
of
the
Reindeers loved him. They shouted out with glee,
Yippee!
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
You'll go down in history.
Like George Washington.
All right, that's good. All right, thanks for listening. If you're still with us, I'm the Sean McCaw.
It's SEO Roper. Merry Christmas, everyone. And Happy Hanukkah. And have a great New Year's.
We'll see you.
Love you guys.